We've returned to Big Maleville today out here on Vurhonga Savanna. I keep on, ever since we got the Great One, I don't know what the heck I want to focus on yet. I've gone back and forth between Lions and a male diamond Gemsbok. I still want to get either another diamond Kudu or a rare Kudu, so we're just out here on Vurhonga. Lots of things to go for, and we'll probably look at a little bit of each. It sounds good, Tux. I saw, by the way, the park emote. You are probably correct, however, she's being a sleepy girl for the moment, so we can cross our fingers. We tried especially hard today. Actually, I recorded a video earlier and she was just being a royal pain, so took her outside, goodness, for an hour or so. And I think she might be officially in napping mode. It's Scarecrow. Hello, everybody. Did I do it? Kyla shakes her head no. A Great One Lion would look cool. We've had, probably dozens of conversations at this point because it's such a common topic to bring up in stream chats. Like, what should the next Great One be? And I'm very much of the opinion that we need a non-antlered Great One soon, because eventually if they keep adding Great Ones with just antlers and horns, for one, they're going to run out of things to do. But I think if we have, say, 4 or 5 all antlered species, eventually we're just going to expect Great Ones to have, incredible antlers and stuff. And when a eventual non-antlered Great One were to release, it's bound to be a bit of a disappointment. So I think they need to go that route now or sometime soon. And to me, Lion and Black Bear are probably the two best bets for that. So I don't know what they could do for a Great One Lion. Something like the Medved Mission Bear, maybe, with some scars and stuff like that. Unique fur, obviously, would be pretty cool. Danny, thank you for the reverse 12, by the way. I had no idea your membership was that long. Or actually, no, I did, because wasn't it last week that it showed up as 8? If you don't get, what did that say? Come back. No. If you don't get a diamond gold variation Gemsbok, then you were the smallest male since Amoeba evolved? Wow. It's harsh, man. What's up, Mel? Literally any Great One, though. I'm ready for round 3. I need a break, but if a new one came out, I'm not gonna pretend that I wouldn't immediately go and chase it with all the hype. What about a Grey Wolf Great One? I think that could be neat as well. Again, kind of like lions or bears, probably like a unique fur, maybe some scars and stuff. This is something else that I'm absolutely insistent upon. If they do a non-antlered Great One, a wolf or a lion, a bear, whatever, it has to have a physically larger model than the rest of the bears or lions or whatever it may be. And I think the red deer Great One kind of starts to push things in that direction. How did I not see that guy? I heard him. I knew there was one around here somewhere. I tried. Anyway, yes, maybe that's a thing we could see. I hope so. I just think that just making unique fur or whatever is not enough. Sam, thank you for the 12 plus 2 months, I think. My thing says 14 months. Apparently it was wrong last week, though, so no promises. Welcome back, man. I appreciate you. These little creeps. Hiding all over the place. Nice, Elias. Lion Great One's an old warrior with blood and scars all over. I think that's probably the move, but again, some sort of unique fur, or realistically, either... So this is one thing I haven't considered till right now. What variations would be done on something like this? Because you think of the Great One Whitetail. God, I forgot how terrible these look in the harvest screen right now. The Great One Whitetail, I think there's 6 unique racks, and then you can get different combinations. Red deer have a bare minimum of 3 racks, maybe more, and they can be different combinations as well. So I don't know what you do unless it's multiple unique furs, which I don't have a problem with that necessarily, but that's definitely a little bit of a different undertaking. I wouldn't be shocked if that's what they do, though, Bottom Boy. Like, sticking with the base game maps, the more people that get to hunt them, the better, from a business perspective, you would think. Something like Black Bear, then, probably fits the bill pretty well. Or Red Fox. Not that I'd want to do that grind again, but I think you could do a Great One Red Fox and make it pretty cool. Or even Coyote. We talked about, like, a Coy Wolf, even though apparently they're not really in the area where Leighton would be. Something like that could work. Yeah, that's probably the way to do it, Mel. Oh god, the ugly looking diamond mule deer, not again. I missed that in the montage. I don't know how, but I forgot to put that in the best of month montage from March. Let's just go with the fact that it was so ugly that I forgot about it. I think she's just yawning or something. What's up, little? Could you imagine spears in Call of the Wild? You know, that's a common suggestion, let's call it. And where I get kind of stuck with that is, like, I don't know how they replicate the difficulty of, like, throwing a spear or whatever. Maybe, you know, similar to the recurve or something, well, the way it used to be, where it's a little bit of a feel thing. I don't know. I think it would be tough to replicate the challenge of that. No worries, Sam. Appreciate you stopping in. Got 3 diamonds in my brother's account. Nice. Scar from the Lion King is a great one. I mean, that darker mane idea is something I want to see. A lion with sticks and twigs in the mane like the red deer has the vines in his rack. Personally, I kind of hope they don't do that again. It was a cool idea. I actually liked it. The issue I have with the Red Deer Great One vine thing is, one, every single one of them has it. I wish, like, some racks had it and some didn't. And the other thing is, I wish they didn't make it look as, like, neat, I guess, as they did. Because you get a red deer that's rubbing on brush and vines and stuff, it's not going to be so majestic. And I understand what they're going for. I do, but I just think it's overly perfect, I guess. Oh, like, you mean Disney, Danny? I was like, what are you talking about? Mickey Mouse to it, but now I got you. Or that, yeah, that would have worked, Mel. Because I, like, the first one got found dead. I have told the story of the fact that I was in a tree stand and made the decision to come play Call of the Wild over hunting the rut. I don't know what that says about me, but I guess it's my job. So I saw that and I thought, okay, surely there's going to be some racks with the vines and some without, but that is not the case. What's up, Robbins? I don't know if I'll get any turkey hunting videos. We'll see. I actually was just out today and I saw 6 turkeys. They all appeared to be males. I think at least 3 were jakes. I don't know what the other 3 were. But I just found out. I've always kind of heard this, but I never knew what you're supposed to do. You can get 2 turkey tags in PA. So, goodness gracious, Shadow. How did that miss? Dude's made of steel? What is happening? Anyway, I'm probably going to get 2 tags, even if they are all jakes that are here at my property. I'll probably try to get 1 off my property, and maybe if I can find a more mature bird at Dad's somewhere. I just want to see a huge Great One grizzly that's all scarred up. I'm afraid of... It seems Great One grizzly bear is inevitable one day, because grizzly bear are like the biggest bear species. I would say they're the most unique out of the 3, like with their models and such. If you've ever grinded for grizzly bear, like if you've been trying to get an albino or a diamond or anything, you already know this. They are a gigantic pain to grind for. Mostly females, not a lot of areas. A drink time that is primarily, you know, at night essentially, 3 to 5 a.m. Well, half at night, half in the dark. I think it would be cool. I just know I would hate every second of doing the grind. I don't know, Acid. Probably plenty. Oh, nice, Dayton. Will you be able to shoot one this as far as turkeys go? Probably not. I would like to think I can get one here. I'm not overly optimistic about my odds, Dads. We legitimately didn't see any mature birds for quite some time there, anywhere at the property. And then I was actually editing my brother's real-life hunting stuff from rifle season, and there were some really nice toms that walked by him the one day. So they're around. I just got to figure out where the heck they are. Scared True? What's going on, man? Do you ever get bored? Yes and no. I mean, for one, the psycho dog keeps me entertained. Oh my god, when do we drop all those frames? That's awkward. Oh, we're actively dropping frames. Good. Let's see. Let me see. We'll turn down the bitrate for just a moment here. Till we hopefully recover the internet speeds. Blame Shadow for chewing on the cord or something. I don't know. Did that do anything? Maybe? Possibly? Yeah, alright. I forget what I was saying. Turkeys. I do not know. Are they still there, Acid? I remember you were saying that about last year. I was genuinely wondering if I ought to try it, but I was committed to chasing the ones that I was consistently following at Dad's, even though they were Jake's. Oh, yeah, the rifle season birds I was talking about. I recall. Have you ever gotten a level 7 diamond anything? I think I got a level 7 diamond water buffalo when they were kind of messed up. Lots of different levels were making diamond for them. There were a level 7 diamond mule deer for a bit. On occasion, I've got a video where I shot a level 6 diamond mule deer. When they came out, their levels were kind of busted. You'd get level 6s and 7s being diamond, and then 5s were trolls and 4s were usually silvers. So I got a level 6 diamond then, never did get a 7. The only thing I can think of is water buffalo. I mean, if they're comfortable there, Acid, makes sense. Yeah, he did well. For some reason, he's pretty good at actually finding birds, whether he's turkey hunting or deer hunting. The first year that I was filming, no, didn't he film too? It must have been last spring. Was last fall his first year filming for deer? I think it was. It had to have been. So I guess last spring, he called in a mature bird a couple of different times. Never got it to quite close the distance, and he filmed it a little bit, but because he never really did anything with it, and those were kind of his videos at the time, he didn't edit anything with it. Yeah, I think it's after like their second year, I guess, Danny, where they're sort of officially a Tom at that point. Why, internet? Why do you do this to me? I'll slow down. It'll get all blurry and wonky lower in the bitrate. We'll keep on going down till we get a consistent speed here. What's up, Oxy? I mean, I don't know what your situation is, Acid, if it's if there's room to hunt or whatever. What's your favorite grit when you've gotten between the whitetail and the red deer? I probably gotta go with the whitetail, because there were maybe like 2 shot before mine. I remember one guy got one with a bow. I thought I had come to the conclusion that I shot the 3rd one. I don't know, but it was just such like a... There was a mystique still surrounding great ones, whereas now, I mean, it's still there, obviously. You see one, it's super adrenaline-inducing and stuff, but they're not quite as special now because so many people have gotten them. So I think it comes down to that the whitetail runs out in front of me and I spot that level 10, and it's just like, they actually exist. It's actually here. Holy, Kyla's out here making moves. Do you think that grinding turkeys is worth it or not? Actually, that's something I'm thinking about doing too. I'm pretty sure I meant to do that last week. Did I do any of it? I'm pretty sure I got caught up in chasing that mule deer and completely forgot that part of my reasoning for going to SRP was to shoot a bunch of turkeys and kind of grind for a Malek gobbler. That's something I really want to get. There's at least one guy in the official Discord. I don't know if he still does it, but he was grinding turkeys quite a lot. And he had great success. All kinds of diamonds. I know he had a bunch of rares as well. Yeah, exactly, Mel. Sounds good, Elias. Is the 300 canning magnum in the game? It certainly is. Lego Star Wars game. I wasn't aware there was one coming out. Finally got my great one. Red Deer 2 days on Te Auro when I'm not grinding. Oh, I saw you actually post that. You were on... Was it Goodness Shadow? Were you grinding Quattro and then switched to Te just for the heck of it and picked up its track? Oh god, 308 to Alliance chest. Perfect. That's the way to do it. Probably go long. It's just going to take a while. When are you streaming? Right now. Mela Diamond Turkey would be sick. I just want a Mela Gobbler. I've never killed one. I've had, I mean, countless. Light browns, albinos, leucistic. Never once a Mela. You good over there, dude? She's choking on the internet wire. It's still, like, straight struggling. Maybe I need to reset it. I don't know. What's better, the 7mm or the 300? The only place where the 7mm is going to be better than the 300 is in that its class is 4 to 9. So you can shoot everything from whitetail to wolves to caribou with it. Whereas a 300 you basically need like black bear, Gemsbok, elk, like the really big animals. The 300 is way more powerful. It's going to take down those bigger animals more quickly. But the 7mm does have a lot more species you can hunt with it. It's more versatile, I guess you could say. I saw yours, Mel. It looks good. I don't know if I have the patience to grind them. I don't even know how to grind them. I only killed a level 3 by dumb luck. I think I have 2 level 2 diamonds, and then I found a 3 the one day, not too long ago in a video. But yeah, I've barely even gotten diamonds. I thought you had to. They should add rattlesnakes for hunting. Snakes would be interesting. I'm not sure how they would quite do it, because they've got them in Red Dead, and they're kind of there. It doesn't really... I don't know, they don't impact what you're doing, generally speaking, and I don't think they should in Call of the Wild either. I'm just not sure what their role would be, if that makes sense. It's cool to see things in different places on Vurhonga. We haven't been here too much since they redid everything. Snakes are cool. Snakes are scary. I noticed when I played Vurhonga the other day, I had some lag on my Xbox. Really? Because the whole redistribution thing, I thought that was kind of to fix it. Did you notice, like, what situations caused the lag? Because, as I understand it, we're not... Oh, yeah. If you look at grass like this, apparently that was used to cause it. I don't know if there's other things. Do you prefer the null... hard to English. New or old, or nold if you just want to combine the words. Do you prefer the new or old metals? The old ones fit the overall aesthetic of the game better, if that makes sense. I mean, like you know, you've got these menus. It's the colors match. The new metals are neat. The diamond one I like. The great one's pretty cool, actually. Like, as they've incorporated the antlers into it. The other ones are very much lame, in my mind. I don't know that I wish they would go back. I just wish that maybe they did a bit more to incorporate color schemes and stuff. I'm scary to a snake. I shot a snake before, so I guess I would be. Running the East Coast, never saw an animal, and I'd occasionally do it then. Couldn't tell you what I was looking at. Alright. Might have been certain areas then? I'm not sure. Oh, hello. Many loins. I want to pretend that's a blonde and that our grind's going to be done, but I'm pretty sure it's not. I always think they're rares and they never are. Because the thing is, I'm looking at that one and it also looks like a blonde. There's that guy. One of the easiest species to grind in the game because they don't run away half the time. I messed up a diamond southeastern ibex, but got a diamond mountain goat later. Hey, in my opinion, the mountain goat's cooler. Opinions on a 22-250. If we're not going to get a 17 HMR anytime soon, I'm all in on a 22-250. We need, like, the 22H has kind of filled that role, but it, even with the buff, I'm not a huge fan of it. I'd love something in that 22-250 17 HMR category that really would be way overpowered on Class 1 stuff, but would actually be very feasible on Class 2. The 22H, like I said, it's better now, but I'd still rather grab the 243 in most cases. They are a name dropper. Lions, all lions, the African lions, I guess we'll call them, mountain lions and pumas, same thing essentially. They also stand there after you shoot them. They must have the same AI, and there's some little bug in there. No rares. Now my internet's dying? This is rough, dude. I had to go way down on the bitrate just so we had any kind of smooth gameplay here. They just look like they're balding and old, and I don't like it. Kind of getting mad at Tay, but of course I'm happy getting it. Well, that's fair enough. By the way, I don't know if anybody has checked this spot. I might be the last to find this out. Lots of lions drink over here. I like it. They didn't used to. I don't know why that is, Acid. I can't determine if the impressions were that good, or maybe because, you know, everything I do is with the headset on, which is why actually when I'm editing real life content, because it's going to go on Wild TV, I have to go and watch it on my TV downstairs to, you know, understand what the majority of the viewers are seeing. So what I'm kind of getting at is maybe it's different when it's played through speakers than on a headset, but I didn't think I sounded anything like Scarecrow, and I thought he sounded a little bit like me with cadence, but I didn't think he matched the tone quite, which I didn't either. I'm not saying anything negative there. This would be fun in VR. When I was kind of getting started in Call of the Wild, if I remember correctly, I don't know why this has stuck out in my mind, but it was like my 8th ever video in Call of the Wild. It wasn't out on console yet, and it took a pretty beefy PC to run, and often the comments that I would get were along the lines like, yeah, I can't run this game, I wish I could play it. So what I kind of did was more or less like a playthrough of the story. I was doing all the missions and trying to, you know, bring viewers along with the journey to get to experience the game, because like I said, a lot of people couldn't play it. At some point, once I kind of got through some of that stuff, I didn't know what else to do for a video, and I ended up just kind of having a chat about the state of Call of the Wild. And one thing I mentioned way back then, in probably early 2017, maybe mid, was that I thought Call of the Wild VR could be incredible. I mean, you look at this game, graphically, it's just astounding. If you could have that VR headset and like be in this open world, it would obviously, for different reasons, be distinguishable from real life, but not a ton. It would be pretty close. Max weight lion, by the way. That ain't it. Is somebody asking my hours? Yeah, I have, I think 5,200. 5,209 hours to be exact. What's up, Bryce? Glad you can make it. Wow, that is unfortunate. Very small lad. Very not good angles for shooting either, but what do? Shoot him in the toes. I hear wildebeest on the move. I can't get a shot off. It's fine. I thought I heard other lions too. VR reaction vids. It's always funny, like, the one thing that a VR headset does is kind of make you lose track of where you're at in your space. If you don't keep your feet still, crashing into different stuff in the room, that's always makes for a good video. The Halloween events in VR? Can you play just like any game through a VR headset? Like, I understand, let's say you'd use an Xbox controller. I don't think anybody needs to see the controller to play it. Generally speaking, anybody that's familiar with it. Because like with the keyboard and mouse, every now and then I'll probably look down and confirm that my hands are on the right keys and such. But I think you could kind of play if you could have it on your headset with a controller and be fairly, what should I call it, seamless? Never gotten the time of 50 plus hours. Got any tips? I would say you're not doing anything wrong. It took me about 100 hours to get one. Some people get them more quickly. Some people, you know, it takes longer. Like I said, it took me about 100. I didn't even have a rare until around 80 hours. I would just say keep on doing what you're doing. If you want, I've got like a diamond guide on the channel that might be able to help you out, but I wouldn't say that it's an anomaly to go 50 hours with that one. Yeah, exactly, Mel. Isn't that just your daily state, Acid? My hand is like a hacker. It knows what it's doing? What are you talking about? Like a hacker? What? Did I miss anything? Well, a little bit of inability to shoot on occasion. I don't know if it's me or the lion's acting weird. But, we just shot our first max weight lion and did not hit him well, but he did die. He's over here somewhere, so 12 can help us. So 12 probably, especially if we're shooting like this all day, should hit the max tracking level. In which case it might be time for a new dog, which perhaps I'll name Shadow, we'll see. Nice, Pac-Man. Are we done dropping frames? I still see some frames being dropped. Interwebs, why you do this? Not on a stream day? What's up, mistress? Need a shadow cam? Shadow hasn't stayed in the same place for quite some time. I think we missed an opportunity. We probably should have done a shadow cam when she was really young, but she was still kind of energetic during streams. Now, though, it's just non-stop, you know, whining, jumping up. I mean, Kyla's sitting on the floor entertaining her because she just... I don't know. I don't know what happened between, like, having her for, I don't know, 6 weeks, and then the last 2 weeks. She just kind of goes nuts during the streams. Maybe she's just gotten older and has a little more energy. Like, she hears my voice talking and stuff, and she's like, absolutely not. I'm going to annoy you this entire stream. What's the clock where you live? 3:26 p.m. at the moment. How many lions did we kill? Now I'm confused. Do you get a lot of trolls? I got a max weight whitetail, and I got a 222.3 out of it. So something's wrong there. When you say max weight, do you mean max weight estimate, like 85 to 100? Or do you mean it's 100 kg? Because if it's 100 kg, something's definitely wrong. Just to clarify, in case we're maybe talking at different, if we're on a different page, let's say. A troll generally in Call of the Wild is a max level animal that does not make diamond. So for instance, like a level 3 whitetail that's a gold, that'd be a troll, or a level 9 gold lion. I would say I do get a lot of trolls though. A lot of times they don't make it into a video, because generally speaking, like, if I'm just recording a video, whatever I shoot makes it in. But if I'm playing multiplayer, like if I'm not actively recording and then I find a max level animal, I'll record it. If it's a diamond, I'll probably work it into a video. If it's a troll, I'm just like, well, that was lame, and I get rid of it, and generally never look at it again, because it's annoying. I don't know. Nobody likes getting trolled. Oi! There's 12,000 lions around here. No! I was gonna hit that shot, I'm pretty sure. I think it's still there. We lost our breath right when I shot. Stay there. I can't even see it. I don't know, maybe. Did you enjoy hunting the T-Rex? It was fun. After an hour and a half or so, it got a little frustrating. I mentioned it at the end of the video. I think I probably undersold it a little bit. Because I had this whole thing planned out. Like, we're going to kill this T-Rex, we're going to get the Jeep, we're going to take some cool pictures, it's going to be great. By the time we killed that thing, both Kyle and I were like, we're getting out of here. This has been way too long. Not to say that it shouldn't have been like that. I think making them that tough was almost like an Easter egg in a way, but yeah, just little much for two people, especially when the dog was going nuts. Actually, I edited a bit of that out at the end. She was barking and yipping around the time that we got it, which was just fitting because she slept most of the time. Hour and a half? I mean, it took us 2.5 hours to kill it. Also, do it with 2 people and see how you do. What's up, Ben? Is there a way I can start a new profile without losing my current progress? What I do for the beginner series, and this is really only doable on PC, is I copy my save file and I paste it elsewhere, and then I hit new game and then I have to save that, copy that save file and save it elsewhere at the end too. So there's kind of like 2 separate save files that I'm going in between, you know, to make those videos and to be able to save my progress on both. A little bit of a tedious thing, but you know, a lot of people wanted to see us start an over series, and recently a lot of people wanted to see a new one, so it was kind of a unnecessary thing. Did they get stuck at all on White Rime Acid? Because I've seen some places on Bushrangers where they got really stuck and couldn't get out. Tree, please. What is that tree hitbox? It's got the thickness of the biggest male on the plains. Yeah, that was fun. Part blue healer, part psycho, if that ain't the truth. On Xbox, you can make a separate account. It's free. Well, then, I stand corrected. I don't know how to do that, though. Beagles as mole mail. Somebody got the Discord notification. I was wondering how you got those screenshots, Acid. I didn't know if they had, or if he attacked you or what happened. Where'd hunt Kudu? First hunt since the last update. Let me grab this lion super quick. Just a little tan. So, generally the coast over here is fantastic for them. The only issue is their drink time is like 18 to 2100, something like that. Short drink time that's mostly at night, which, you know, that's annoying, but it is what it is. There's so many Kudu there, it's worth it. What gun am I using for the Lions? This is the 300 Canning Magnum. You can get that in the Yukon Valley DLC. Contemplating on if I should get Call of the Wild on PC or PS4. What's the consensus on the better version? Generally speaking, I think it's kind of agreed upon that the PC version tends to be better. For a number of different reasons. They've done better at launching new content at the same time as of late, but there was quite a period of time there where PC consistently got the new DLC, new update, whatever, sometimes like months before console got it. So there's that thing to consider. Like I said, they've done better with it. And then, in my opinion, it's easier to aim on PC, mouse and keyboard and stuff, than on controller. That kind of comes down to what you're familiar with. But yeah, I would say PC tends to be more stable as well. I don't know, Ace. Their drink time is different, so I haven't really gone back. I thought it was possible, I didn't even know they could kill you. I probably shouldn't have shot it the time that it charged me. If you clear animals during their drink zones, so you need to time reset to get them to respawn. Oh, do you need to time reset to get the respawn, or just leave the area and come back? Leaving the area and coming back can get some respawns. So here's the way that I think this works. This is not official information. This is entirely conjecture and observation. So I'm shooting these lions down here, right? I think the respawns with those lions has already happened, but who knows where they are. I don't know. There's probably spawn points on the map that would seem to be a way that a game like this would work. They might be spawning over in this corner, or like wherever the heck a spawn point is. A spawn point, in all likelihood, is somewhere you're not going to see them spawn in. So they might have to walk for kilometers to get to where they need to be. If you switch maps, or if you reset the timer, or whatever, that kind of automatically places them back where they should be. It warps them, if you will, to where they would be at. So generally, I think that's best to get all your respawns. What's going on, Andrew? Long time no see. Good job, Acid. What kind of dog is Shadow? She is a blue healer and Barky mix. I don't understand how she never sleeps. Except, actually that's not true. She's only wild when I'm trying to record or stream. She is the most chill dog all evening and all morning long. What was that?
I tried to pull her from under my legs.
She's like, don't touch me. Just a weirdo. Maybe that's the blue healer mix. Part blue healer, part weirdo.
Psycho.
What's up, Braden? She's a jealous puppy? Yeah, that she is. She does not like when she doesn't have all eyes, all attention on her. Hello. As she jumps up on my lap. Hey, don't bike near the mark. What did I just say? Don't bark near the mic. That was difficult.
You gotta think about it and everything.
I must have said don't bite next, which is another thing she shouldn't be doing. Hey, quit that.
Wow.
Gets that from her mom. It's true. Don't you remember all those streams?
Yeah.
Stop barking at me, Kylo. I need to finish this stream first. Shadow's more famous than me. I mean, it is her streams. I'm just here.
Stop barking. It's rude.
We might be good on internets now. I haven't seen frames dropping in a bit. I'll turn up the bitrate to see if we can maybe have a slightly more clear picture for the rest. She might need to go outside. I don't know. Don't bike near Mark. He could, you know, at any time. Dude, you're gonna hurt people's ears.
Being bad.
That's not nice.
Being bad.
Oh, hi, Mark.
You done?
She's sweet but a psycho? It's pretty accurate.
Your eyes are red. I know you're tired.
Just here so you don't get fined. She better be tired after that long walk and stuff. Who needs hearing anyway? That's what I'm saying. I mean, Kyla plays the Hunter Call of the Wild and Classic fairly often without a headset on. Hearing is just a luxury. Really, Surf? Post it in the Discord. Weirdo. Eat your bone. 12% evil, 12% cute, 12% savage. You play without sound as well. I could never. I need my sound. I need to be able to know if like a Cape Buffalo's charging me or whether it's footsteps. I'm just not good at playing without sound. Secretly in control of the stream? In a lot of ways. Secretly in control of everything. My schedule is in some ways dictated by her. I mean, she wanted to get up at 6:30 this morning. Turns out that's my alarm. That's what I'm getting up.
I got it too.
You did? In college, I might just need some hearing. Actually, if you're hearing impaired, you could probably get some, like, extra time or something on exams. Not exams, really. Just be like, I can't do the lecture. Give me all the notes, and then you don't have to type them. I just saved you 12 years. Stay out of here. I'm just here so I don't get fined. Okay, it's fine. Might speak the lines a little bit, but they shouldn't flee. I need to actually edit the schedule command, Jonathan. So I've been streaming 4 days a week for the better part of a year and some. Basically, I'm at least kind of tentatively cutting the Sunday morning streams. Mostly due to the fact that, well, for one, Shadow's just a lunatic and one less stream of trying to, you know, save you guys' hearing and stuff, I guess. But the other side of it is we've completed Red Dead. The other games we're doing, we've completed as well, so maybe if a new game comes up that I want to do a playthrough of, possibly Farming Sim if Shadow ever chills out, because that's kind of a game that's, I don't know, chill vibes. What's that?
I said that puts you to sleep.
That's what I'm saying, chill vibes. You don't want to get woken up by a psycho. Nice, Ace. How did you... what now? How did you... something to Magnum? I definitely do not know what you mean.
Come on, we're going outside. You're done.
Is this your full-time job? If not, what do you do for a living? This is my full-time job. It's been my only job since... oh boy. January of 2018, I think. Before that, I was basically washing dishes at the college that I attended for 12 minutes before I dropped out. And before that, I worked on a farm. Should play Ark? I don't have the time to dedicate to Ark, especially not with a puppy now. Like, I've really seen it, when in the last month or so that I've been working on editing the Meat Hunters videos, I don't even play a whole lot of Call of the Wild or Classic outside of when I'm recording. Usually I'm editing or taking care of Shadow or doing whatever. Just, I don't think I'd have the time to put into it as much as I do think I'd probably enjoy it. Nice, Mel. How'd you get the 300 Magnum? It's a part of the Yukon Valley DLC, so you have to own that DLC, and then you need to purchase it. I think it's 75,000 in-game cash. It's a pretty expensive gun, but it is well worth the investment. Alright, let's switch it up and chase some Kudu for a little bit. Are any of these Kudu zones? Buffalo, Warthog, Buffalo. Okay, that's the first Kudu one that I have. Probably still gonna spawn here then and go over. Hunter is so dead now, lad? Why's that? Oh, perfect, Mel. What animal would you want to see get a great one? I think, for me, mule deer is the one that I want to see the most, but I've been on this thing. Every time it gets brought up, I always mention that I think we need a non-antlered great one sometime soon, so maybe a lion, wolf, puma, something like that would be neat. Is the 300 Magnum a good weapon? It's probably the best big game weapon in the game. East part of the North Coast is legendary for Kudu. The east part? Yeah, that's, we probably won't even make it up that far on this run. We might need to, like, change the time eventually, but we should get up there eventually. I don't know, I used to love the game but just got bored. I mean, that's bound to happen if you don't have enough stuff to do. I think at least it can help to change up the way that you play. Like, a lot of times when I start to find myself getting a little bit bored or, you know, maybe not knowing what to go after, I'll just grab a bunch of different guns that I never use, hop on a map that I'm maybe not, or that I've maybe not hunted much in the recent past, and it always ends up being a lot of fun. Do you like war games? Not really. I used to. At some point I just kind of stopped enjoying them. Are we still buffering? Alright, I'll go back to what we were. The thing is, going at night like this, lower bit rates are not going to be it. I don't know if it was just you buffering, Kyla, because we dropped some frames too. 144p is luxury? You're right. Stranded D for Sunday streams? The game does kind of appeal to me. I'll look into it. What's up, Hatchet? Did you miss anything? Just the internet acting up primarily. I don't know what the deal is. Having a hard time with the bitrate that we usually stream at, so I keep on lowering it, trying to find something that's good. You saw buffering in Ohio? I saw some buffering in Yellowstone. Is that what they're called? Pretty sure. What is your keyboard? I believe I have a Razer Huntsman Elite. I had a Black Widow at one point, but I'm pretty sure that's the one that I switched. I still have it. The issue is the switches on the keys are just absurdly loud, and that's not too conducive to recording videos. You've been playing Primal for a couple of weeks, Danny? I was not aware of this. What do the keys sound like? I don't know how to describe it. It's just like a very tactile, clicky. I don't know if you can hear, like, oh yeah, my mouse is wireless now. This will be easy. Kind of like that, but like a more, I don't know, there's more to it. It's like a beefier click. Does that make any sense? Probably not. I haven't looked because I don't have my my license for 2022 yet. I need to get it. I don't know what the deal with the site is. It used to work beautifully. They changed from like being able to get your license on their site to like I think it's called Huntfish PA or something now. And I just can't log in. Every time I do, I gotta do the whole thing, enter my information, and it tells me an error's occurred. So I'm gonna have to go and get it in person, which isn't that big a deal. I was gonna get it at Walmart the night before the trout opener, and that was just dumb of me. I went in there and there was like 10 people in line. 40 minutes later, the line had moved one person. Don't know what I was doing there. Mistakes were made. I forget, Mel, but I'm pretty sure I made a video on my second channel for how to do that work and save thing. Stupid blue switches? I don't even know what is what here. I don't even know what I have in this keyboard. I like them. They're the switches themselves are more or less silent. Like if I'm typing, you hear that. But if I'm just playing the game and casually pressing my keys going back and forth, there's not really anything. Hey, thanks, Elias. Do you have to have all your zones on Rancho for Whitetail to spawn? Because I need to know for my grind. You do not. I'm not sure exactly what caused that theory to be a thing. You can have initial spawn great ones and stuff like that. But yeah, your respawns can happen. I mean, Scarecrow's grinded like 4 zones on his Rancho. You don't need all your zones. I have a second channel, indeed. Primarily in the last year or so, it's been used for uploading VODs of the Sunday streams. Kind of quit doing that at one point, mostly because I think I was away for a while, and then I just missed a couple streams, and then I stopped. I have to start uploading something there again. I say that all the time. Never do. What was Grimm's method? How many diamonds do you have? Let's check and see. 881. That number is incorrect, as is the Great One number, as are all these numbers other than the harvest tally itself. When Bloodhounds came out last year, they kind of messed everything up. Basically, everything was counting as one medal up. So diamonds counted as Great Ones, gold counted as diamonds, and so on. So my stuff's all off, but I do know what my diamond count is supposed to be. Right now, Rapid, we are after Kudu, which any second now we should hopefully be starting to encounter. Wait, did I mark the wrong zone? Yeah, that's the one. My update can't download. I'm trying for hours. It keeps erring. You might have success with just a full reinstall. I don't know. What's up, Flex? My whitetails on Rancho have just flat out quit respawning. I'm just gonna have to split my whitetail grind between Rancho and Mississippi. Have you checked other areas? Like, is there any chance they're just spawning elsewhere? Oh, I see. He made everyone think you had to have all your whitetail zones to grind? I'm not sure. So I didn't watch that entire video. Maybe it was his streams or wherever where he was saying that stuff. But he maybe was trying to say, like, you should find all your zones, and because I seem to remember something like that being said. My impression was that he was saying, like, find all your zones, and that way you can determine which ones are the best to grind. That, generally, I would agree with, but you don't have to, I guess is the point. There's probably, well, maybe not. On Layton, there well could have been zones that I didn't have for whitetail. Maybe in areas, but I was checking most of the map. And on Quattro, I feel like I had it pretty well covered. That part of the theory isn't too big of a problem necessarily, if it's specifically about grinding. I have also heard that you need all your zones to spawn a Great One, and that most certainly is not the case. Again, initial spawns, Great Ones exist. What are we hunting for? We are after Kudu at the moment. I really want to get really just one more diamond Kudu, or a rare would be nice. I've got an old legacy horns diamond Kudu, and frankly, they look good. I don't have an issue with how they look. It's just, you know, you compare an old Diamond Kudu, which would score like 33, to a current Diamond Kudu, which is 151, and you just look at the scores and they make no sense. So that's kind of why I just want to get a new TrueX one so it adds up a little more. Alright, I am going to beef up the output bitrate just a smidge because I know the darker it gets, the more higher bitrate's going to help us see things. Now that part, Mel, bad fire safety advice. Got a troll 150 Kudu yesterday, that's no good. I've not been trolled, ooh hello. I've not been trolled by a Kudu yet, but I've also only had the one level 5. Really thought that was bigger than a 3. He ain't bad. Look at all them fellers. Look at all them chickens. Love your videos. You really help me in the game. Thank you, and please make more videos. Well, I certainly intend to. Got no plans of slowing down with the videos themselves. Only if Shadow intends to make it more and more difficult to record. It's mostly the streaming that's difficult, because I can find windows to get videos recorded generally. It's, on occasion, on every occasion as of late, she decides to get a little barky during the streams. Hotspots for wildebeest, to be honest, I haven't done a whole lot of hunting them since they changed their times. So they drink during the day now, which is a huge development, let's call it, in wildebeest hunting. You used to only ever see them if you wanted to catch them in the drink zones at night. So I know like they're still down in here. You can get them like in the north drinking, and I'm pretty sure in like the central savannah too. All the chickens. What do you wish the next reserve will be? Funny enough, as we're on Vurhonga, I do think we are about due for another map based in Africa. Yep, good job. Map based in Africa. Vurhonga, I believe it was probably delayed. They never announced it as being delayed, but basically they've been on this pattern of releasing a new map every 6 months. Vurhonga came out, I think, August 30th of 2018. So it was probably slated for June, because then Parquet came out in December. Like, it was super quick turnaround. But anyway, what I'm getting at is, it'll more or less be 4 years since Vurhonga came out when the next map drops, because, again, we can expect it sometime towards the end of June, as long as they stick to their normal schedule. And you look at it, you look at the multiplayer servers, Vurhonga is one of the most popular maps still, and in my mind that says, make another Africa map. I don't know, Kyla, I can't speak English. I'm blaming the dog for waking me up early. Favorite weapon in terms of looks? That's not a question I get very often. Probably the 270 Warden. I'm a sucker for camo guns. My deer rifle in real life's camo. My turkey shotgun was supposed to be. I need to get a different one. I'm not a fan of that one at all. But, yeah, I think it's the 270 Warden. Plenty other games in your spare time? As of now, not really. Outside of Retro Bowl on my phone every now and then, it's almost like the Tecmo football games, but obviously a mobile version of that. Kind of like it if you're into football. I don't think I ever really lost a game in Madden against the AI, but in Retro Bowl, because you don't play defense, I'll lose games on occasion, so there's actually a challenge there, and I like it. What have you shot? Bunch of lions thus far, nothing to speak of, and we're just getting into chasing Kudu now. Do I have the Kudu things? What are your team ratings? Oh god, I don't know. I think, where's my phone at? I will tell you. You mean just like offensive and defensive stars? I hope this doesn't have sound. It does not have sound. You played in the stand? Okay, I guess my phone's gonna be upside down today, that's fine. 5-star offense, 4-star defense. Why am I... Okay. Clearly my phone has the thing... rotation lock or whatever on. Help. Alright, I'm just gonna figure that out later. When do Kudu drink? It is 18 to 2100 now. Their old drink time was a little more like in the middle of the night. They've scooched it up just a bit, and it's better now. Obviously still a lot of hunting in the dark, but at least you get a bit of light hunting. Thought I heard some. Ooh, hello. What's an easy diamond to get? I maintain that ibex generally are some of the easiest. Southeastern Spanish ibex, you don't even need a max weight one to get diamond. They really, clearly they don't score how they should, because you shouldn't really have any species that are making diamond below their max weight estimate. But it's due to the spread in the horns. They'll make diamond all the time. Camo gun to better accuracy IRL. It's a proven fact, 100%. Is the high-tech optic DLC worth it? If you do much night hunting, it really does help. You know, as you're scanning in the distance, let me just show you the difference here. Between night vision and the regular, like, if I were to, you know, scan over the position of an animal, it would still give me the spot animal prompt, but now I really can tell where they're at and where I need to be looking. How much money do you have in the game currently? Just under 14.5 million. Is albino caribou rare? Yes. The bow sights. Oh, the range finding sight. Yeah, if you do much bow hunting, it's very much worth it. I forgot about that. I'm not sure, Ace, because like they changed their drink time and I don't know when they drink now. Like, I think it's still during the day. I just saw a screenshot like yesterday or the day before in the official Discord of a super rare Grados. I believe it was an albino 102 or something like that. And it was, I for some reason seem to recall the screenshot showing it drinking and it was in the daylight. I think beige Gemsbok are rare now. Red duck, they used to be like an uncommon, but I think they're now a rare. I play golf. Wait, what are you using for your rangefinder for hunting? I'm missing something there. I only have 50 hours. That much money's insane. Yeah, you reach a point if you keep on playing the game where money more or less becomes a non-factor. Like, if I want to just buy tents or tripods or whatever, I kind of just can. But you know, it takes a long time. At some point, I just decided to see how much money I could acquire, so I don't hoard ammo like I used to. Like, if I ran out of ammo in my 300 in the past, I'm just like, all right, buying 3,000 rounds, won't have to worry about this for a while. Now I'll buy a couple hundred so that I'm not, you know, throwing away all my money. Imagine getting an albino great one. Somebody got one when the furs were screwed up on Rancho, and his albino is now a common in the lodge. Just chip a golf ball with a wedge and that's how you find your range? Just in the stand like, hold on. Let me smack this golf ball over there. Is the $65 pack for Call of the Wild worth it? If you don't own Call of the Wild, it probably is. I would say if you already own the game, it probably is cheaper to just buy the DLCs individually. Yeah, it is, Ace. Thoughts on Africa 2.0? I think it's about time. I think we're due for another map based in Africa. I continue to say, like, Vurhonga might be the most popular DLC map. At least the most popular released prior to, say, 2021. Maybe, I wouldn't even say Mississippi or Rancho are more popular than Vurhonga, though. SRP is the only one that I think competes with it as far as how many servers are up. Oh, epic, Kyla. At least she's getting a swim in. You got a slow motion video of her shaking the water off. I thought that was cool. Is the modern rifle pack worth it? If you do any kind of great one grinding, red deer, whitetail, if you're grinding for a diamond of like a medium-sized game species, so you're deer to, heck, warthogs, whatever the heck your grind may be. The 308 is so good. Honestly, the pack is worth it just for that. The combination of being semi-automatic, having a bunch of power, and the recoil being just so low, there's not a better option. Like, you can shoot so many animals in such a short duration of time. Underwater, Kyla, go swimming. Imagine a lion, great one with scars and everything. That's what we were talking about that earlier. I think that'd be pretty neat. How long have we been live? About an hour. Still struggling with dropping frames. Excellent. What animal in your lodge is the rarest? In my opinion, it is probably the piebald diamond gray fox. Almost has to be. Nice, Michael. How do you know the max weight for every animal? Just from playing. If you're asking like how you can find out, there are spreadsheets in the Discord with such things. You can join the Discord and find those spreadsheets. But yeah, if you're asking just like how I remember them, the biggest thing is I played Classic for a lot of years, so like I knew them. Most of them match. Brown bear and reindeer are a little bit different. They're more or less the same. So yeah, I just kind of, I had a lot of species already kind of figured out because they're basically the same in Call of the Wild and Classic. And as new stuff gets added, I'm, you know, hunting them, looking for diamonds. I know what kind of tracks I'm looking for, and it all just kind of, you know, fills up my brain. I can't speak English very well, clearly, as I trip over my words and such, but I can tell you what the max weight for about anything in Call of the Wild is. Do you have any super rares? 7, I think. 7, not counting ducks. I always name them and then people tell me I'm bragging, so I won't name them. What animal would you want most to be added as a great one? Mule deer is my number one. You look at like record non-typical mule deer, they wouldn't need to exaggerate. They could copy that, you know, they could take a 3D scan of the world record non-typical mule deer and just make that the great one. Now, I don't know what kind of weird copyright stuff there is with antlers. I don't think there's any, but, you know, change it up so it's not just copying a real buck. But what I'm getting at is, like, you know, the great one whitetail, the big rack, is at best a 3D scan of, like, a record farmed buck. Mule deer, they don't need to be farmed to be unbelievable for how big they can get. They're just huge. You found the source of the ghost, Kyla. Now you did it. That's probably a worthwhile command, Danny. You're the reason I got into the game, thanks to much. I am a fiend for the hunter net. Wait, I don't know what that means. Either way, glad to have gotten into the game. Gonna be haunted. Yeah, just wait, we'll be sleeping tonight, and the other bone's gonna get chucked through the screen door thing. You have a professional hunter voice? Why, thank you. May I ask where you're from? I am from Pennsylvania in the US. Do you know your PC specs? They're in the description. What epic gaming chair do you use? It is a Secret Lab Omega, which is absolutely worn out. I probably need a new one. I'm genuinely, they make like reclining gaming chairs is the wrong way to say it because my current chair reclines, but like one with a footrest as if it's like a, you know, a recliner in your living room or whatever. Shadow tends to be pretty comfortable in the living room, just kind of like chilling on the footrest part. So I'm genuinely wondering if I were to get one of them, if she'd chill out during streams and recording and such. Are they not even living up to like lesser Kudu size, Ruben? Because I feel like that's what one of the biggest misses with Vurhonga was lesser Kudu instead of greater Kudu. In my mind, I would have loved to see, you know, the chunkers. What is your operating system? Windows? Windows 10? I don't know. Is that what you mean? This man has a not $1 million PC? I actually do need to get another one. it gets pretty heckin' loud. Outside of that, it's actually fine. Maybe I don't need... When it gets warm in this room, obviously the PC is way warmer than the room, but I guess just the base temperature of the room, it doesn't get itself cooled down enough. Because right now it's running good and quiet, but boy, a couple hours ago when I was trying to record, it was warmer in here and just very, very loud. I think if I can get the air conditioning system installed in this house that I want, I might be fine. Why are you still here? That's odd. You'll take the old PC for homework? Gonna heckin' go through my files. Treat yourself? I will consider. There's a bunch of things that I want to get. Like, I need to get a new truck before this fall because I'm making the drive, assuming everything goes well, to Wyoming for a pronghorn hunt. It would seem as though tag numbers are going down for pronghorn in general, and it would also seem as though we have a fairly low-ish number of preference points when the entire group is applying, so I don't know, assuming that we actually get drawn, I need a new truck, and that's going to kind of take up my treat yourself money, I guess. I found so many 700s, Danny, it was stupid. As long as no one cancels you, right? How rare would you say a great one is? Best I can tell you is LC, who grinds for great ones basically non-stop, it would seem, in the official Discord. We were figuring out, with the amount of great ones he has and the total number of kills, it seemed to be close to like 1 every 3,500, something like that. So you could assume the odds are somewhere in that area. Where are my mails? If I was grinding for a rare Kudu doe, I could blast all these and it would be looking good, but that ain't it. I mean, she's gonna have a tag as well, Ben. She'll probably be up. Maybe first? We'll see. Do you like the new medals for scoring? I like the great one and diamond medals. Other ones, not so much. Could you explain the spawning system for me? So no one knows exactly how the spawning works, but based on conjecture and experience and just kind of like what I've observed over the years and also what like the community as a whole has observed, the general concept is you've got what's called an animal population file for all your maps. And when you start your first hunt on any of those maps, that file is randomly generated. So to begin with, you know, you start a new account, you go to Latent. You've got a Latent file of all fresh new animals. And then later on, maybe you go on Hirschfelden. Now you've got a fresh file of Hirschfelden animals. So, every time you shoot an animal on Latent, it's going to be replaced by an animal that is similar, and when I say similar, I mean if you shoot a male Kudu, you're going to get a new male Kudu back. Score, fur type, stuff like that is going to be random, but it's always going to be replaced by another Kudu. That way you don't, you know, say, run out of Kudu on your map because every time you shoot a Kudu, a Warthog respawns. Kind of as simple as that. Now, when it comes to where they spawn, I think that seems to be somewhat random as well. I think a common misconception is that animals aren't respawning because they aren't in the exact same place that you shot the last one at. I've never had the impression they do spawn in the exact same place. I think different animals, you know, may go somewhere else when they replace one. But I guess the gist of it is when you shoot one animal, it's replaced by another animal. How easy is it to get a diamond moose? I wouldn't say it's incredibly easy. There's a lot of maps, look at all these zones, a lot of maps that have moose on them, so that certainly helps, but I would say they used to be pretty easy. They're probably closer to the rare side of the scale in terms of rarity for diamonds now. What an angry lad. Was it me? I might have missed things. Angie lad, even. Is it possible to get a great one without grinding for it? Yeah. It happens all the time. Victor, who is the resident anti-grind for great ones person in the Twitch streams at least. Woo, okay, that was pretty good. He got a great one red deer without grinding on Hirschfelden of all things. Are albino mule deer rare? Because I found 2 last night. They are rare. Where are you hunting those? We're on the eastern coast of the map. Long shot and all, huh? Couldn't do that again. Basically heading up through here. We're getting onto the north part as we go along now, but we started down here, shot a couple. Generally, I find most of mine further north, so hopefully we start seeing more males. Jared Rogers, thank you for the 26 months. I wonder if you guys' thing shows different than mine, because that's the second time a message has showed 1 less month than what mine says. Either way, thank you, man. Welcome back. 2+ years. 'Tis a long time. How rare are albino pronghorns? I believe they're quite rare. There's a pretty chunky lad out there. Max weight. I hear Kyla and a puppy outside. What's up, Joe? Hunt's been a little lackluster. We've been struggling with dropping frames today. I don't know what the heck the internet's doing, but it's nothing good. Kind of just getting into the better area for Kudu, so hopefully we start to smoke some decent ones. How rare is a piebald mountain lion? Oh, they're the rarest thing in the game because they don't exist. Unfortunately. Be pretty cool. Crazy dog gonna be there soon? Oh, perfect. Just when I get into a group of males. Are piebald axis deer rare? They're probably the most common rare in the game, if that makes any sense. Do you recommend the 338 or the 300? Generally 300 because it's got the larger magazine. So the 338 is obviously single shot. The 300's got, I think, a 4-round capacity. So being able to, carry extra rounds always helps. Whether it's, you've got 2 lions or 2 Cape Buffalo, whatever you need to shoot. Whether it's dealing with a charging Cape Buffalo, the number of different scenarios you may encounter where you want an extra bullet. The 300 provides that, whereas the 338 does not. Can you get different fur types on does? Yeah. Bucks and does alike can have the different rares. Now, certain species, actually Kudu are an example of it. Only males or only females can be certain rares. So for instance, you'll never see a melanistic female Kudu. They can only be male. Why is that? I don't know. It just is. Nice, bottom boy. Big clutch. Are black spots male feral pig rare? They used to be, now they are just another common. It's a bummer, I used to like them as a rare. Thoughts on the hunting? Until there's like official gameplay or something released, I'm kind of just reserving my judgment. What? Eagles and Saints trade? 8 draft picks, no players named? Can you like send the screenshot of what you're talking about to the group chat? Because that doesn't make any sense to me. Are you I can't decide if what you're saying is there are players involved, but they're not being named, or if they're just swapping draft picks for the heck of it. Can you guys hear that? Crazy dog? I'm sure you can. Just got a great one, red deer noise. Do moose make diamond at 5? Yes. On occasion, they'll make it at level 4, but 5 is the max level that you're looking for. Couple of dead boyos. Did I actually get that 4? Yeah. Not a good shot, but a dead kudu is a dead kudu. Got a bone and crying. What a weirdo. I take it you're a football fan? Indeed. I need to learn how to bet on sports and stuff because I just saw that the over-under for the win total for the Steelers this year is 7.5, and I don't think Tomlin's going to let them have a losing season, so I want to bet on it, and I'm probably going to lose my money on the first ever bet. It'll be great. Eagles sending picks 16, 19, and 194
Lay down.
in the 6th round of the Saints in exchange for 18, 101 in the 3rd round. What on earth? Alright, I mean, whatever, but that's a weird thing to do. Hi, Cold Feet. What? Oh my god, you're soaked.
Yeah, towel?
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna pick her up like that. I was gonna. What's up? You wanna say hi to everybody? Guys, I ran around the creek and got muddy, and now I got Dad's sweatpants all muddy too. Aren't I cool? How'd you get a great one, Red Deer? I shot 5,600 stags on Quattro in an attempt to basically keep on rolling a dice hoping that one would spawn, and one eventually did. Eventually taking forever. I was like the last one. Come on, you little weirdo. You want up?
Yeah, she crossed all the way back to the creek, and then she just booked it on the other side, and then crossed in the front by herself. I was like, okay.
There's some places she'll cross, she's not afraid, and some places she's like, absolutely not.
I'm just surprised she did that by herself.
She's getting a little more independent. When I took her out earlier to try to get some energy out, she crossed a couple of times on her own. You really just want it up, huh?
Mm-hmm.
What a sweet girl. Did you get a great one, Red Deer, before? I got one, what, a week and a half ago? I guess that counts as before. What's up? Hey, you got a tick on your forehead. I think. Yeah, you sure do. Crazy dog, she's sitting here on my lap, whining for who knows what reason, as she chews a little peanut butter chewy bone treat thing. This tick is determined not to get away. I have SD card cases on my desk because I've been editing stuff a lot lately, and it turns out they're good tick traps when you gotta, take a tick off a dog and get rid of it later. What is your deal, dude?
Cold.
I'm cold and wet.
Tired.
Go to sleep.
She was upset I didn't let her in, like, after 10 minutes.
Huh?
I said she was upset I didn't let her in after like 10 minutes.
Oh.
She literally jumped in the water and jumped out. Just trying to stay in the water. I was like, nope, sorry.
Slinks, thanks for the super chat. Recently got into the Hunter Classic. What do I buy? I guess it depends on your budget, but I would generally say you want to get a bow of some kind. The Parker Python's a fantastic option. Snakebite is a really good option too. The only thing you have to be aware of is the Snakebite sight is only single pin. You cannot upgrade it. Whereas the Parker Python's got a 3-pin that you can upgrade to a 5-pin range-finding sight. I would also probably say like the 300 or the 9.3, a couple of good gun options. You're such a weirdo when you're just sitting here crying. She's fine. She's laying here chewing her little treat, but she has to whine the entire time. She has ticks because she's ticked off. She's over it. That's what she is. Pulsar is the best classic bow. The Pulsar is a really good option too. Just a little more expensive. How long did you have this game before you got your first diamond? Oh boy, I didn't kill a diamond until approximately Halloween, so 8 months? I didn't have a lot of hours in it. I was mostly playing classic still at the time because I didn't understand Call of the Wild much. Dude, she's such a weirdo. Ooh, nice. Is classic on PS4? Unfortunately not. I so wish it was. I wish more people could get to experience it. It's such a good game. Like, I told this story on a recent stream, but I'll get the occasional comment about classic in, on a classic video. Like, I don't even know why you play this. It's just a worse version of Call of the Wild. And I'm always just like, no, like, you don't. I guess if you can't play it, you can't appreciate it. But the hunting in that game is so much more realistic. Graphics, absolutely not. Call of the Wild's got way more modern graphics, but Classic's actual hunting is so well done. Do you think PS4 is better than PC? In what way? Nice little gold guy. How many hours do you have? 5,210, I believe. You smell like a creek, dude. Kermit, thank you for the 3 months. Look at all these guys hiding down in here. 3 months go by fast. Finally been grinding classic at my first non-tip and albino buck. Nice. I'll take an albino buck, please. That hit, it'll kill it. I'm not tracking it, though. Just want you guys to know that now. Did you score your buck from this year? Yeah, I scored it. The green score was 180 and 6/8 gross. My brother actually came out to 181 and 2/8, so you could figure right in the middle, 181. A lot of times if someone asks, I just give them the score that I got. And then the official score for like the net non-typical came out to 171 and 3/8. I think the gross on that was still 179 and some change, so I have no doubt that the green score was over 180 gross, which kind of makes me feel like I did pretty good about scoring it. Why don't I find a diamond on my map on PS4? Yeah, diamonds are meant to be rare. I'm sure there's some hiding around somewhere, but it might take some time to find it. How long have you been playing the Hunter series? This October will be 12 years. I need to make something for that. 12 years of the Hunter Classic. And then post a spike. 12 years with no 200. Anyway, it's October 20-something was my first expedition in Hunter Classic. So yeah, I guess right now it's 11 and a half years, more or less. Did a wolf grind, killed 70 or 80 wolves. Should make another video killing them. I need to. The thing that's tough about like a wolf hunt for me, like I don't know, but I have a pretty good idea that I don't have anything special on my map for wolves at the moment. Although I think I hunted them on a stream lately, so maybe some respawns have happened. It's something good. I always like to go into multiplayer. Like if I feel like I've hunted a map but not shot that species. So for instance, I was doing that red fox grind for forever. I would see a bunch of wolves as I'm grinding for red fox, but normally I didn't shoot them because I'm grinding for red fox. Where was... I didn't see a max weight one. Well, this is awkward. Did his stone end? I don't know. Anyway, so normally I'd like to go and hunt multiplayer for wolves, but right now they're kind of broken. They don't attack. They just stand there. Which, you know, if you don't care how you acquire animals, you just want to find them, that's all well and good. But the issue is, like, it's kind of not any good for my videos or whatever. I'm just shooting wolves that are frozen stuck. Imagine making alts. Heh. Hey, look, another tick. I can make 2 of them fight in an SD card case. I'm kidding, I'm not trying to set up a tick fight. Just got a diamond turkey on SRP, nice. Okay, these guys have unbelievable grip. I don't like it. Get off of me. By the way, anybody that's here and like, why do you have ticks all over you? They're on my dog, not me. What will passively attack you in the game? The reserve wardens. What do you mean by passively attack you? A what fight? A tick fight. 2 ticks. Nothing else. Don't worry about it. Should try to get an albino lion. I've been working on it. That was a part of the grind earlier. Looking for an albino female lion specifically. Something that I want for a multi-mount. What time is it? 4:23. We might get back to it yet. We'll see. Call of the Wild will passively attack your sanity. You're right. So I think we're at 2100 anyway. Oh my god. We're in a bad spot for it. I was gonna say we can just kind of come back here and try to find that max weight one, because I don't know where you might be. Let's see if we can get up to there. Where the heck is this dead one? It's here somewhere, I think. CSR12 can help us find that. Nice, OG. Honestly, 620s like that's kind of a rare score. Normally, like the average Great One rack for the big rack, or average score for the big rack, I think is right about 630, 632. What time do the Kudu drink now? It is 18 to 2100. I'm getting the impression this Kudu is not hit well. That's fine. Not to worry. What's your choice of caliber for deer IRL? I switched to a 7mm Mod 8. I actually bought the gun in 2020. Did not get to shoot a deer with it in all of 2020 or 2021, if I remember right. Yeah. And then, or no, 2021 I did. End of 2021. Kyla got her doe and I got my buck with it. And I'll never go back. Never go back to anything else. It was so good. I had a 30-30 for a lot of years. This is my dad's. But he, let me use it because he had a 7mm Magnum, I think. Pretty sure that's what he was using. And yeah, I always liked the 30-30, but one trigger pull, sending a bullet towards the deer with that 7mm Mod 8. That's all I needed to see. It's so good. Best spots for lion? They're more or less at every lake on the map. You can find them just about everywhere. When I say passively, I mean you're just walking by. Oh. So bears, because you mentioned them, they'll really only attack if you have... I need to place a waypoint before I forget. If you're like calling them in, or if they happen to be walking past you and they get within like 10 meters and then they see you, they'll attack then. And I think that can be said for like lions and pumas and such too. Cape buffalo and water buffalo are the main species that'll just attack you as you're walking by. I guess it depends on what's available to you, Danny. If you start out hunting public, I will say like you're probably going to become a better hunter. I think nothing against hunting private. I mean, that's generally what I do. You have an advantage with hunting private of, placing trail cams wherever you want. Don't have to worry about anybody stealing them or anything like that. Don't have to worry about anybody taking your spot. You can more or less just learn exactly where the deer are, and you can place your stance and stuff based off that. That's not to say you can't scout and stuff on public, obviously, but there's other factors you have to weigh when hunting public, and I would say killing a deer off of public definitely is a little more of a challenge. Hello. Oh, ate all your thing. Time to be a psycho again.
Uh-oh.
What's the song in the background called? So I don't know the name of it, for one very kind of lame reason. Basically, what are you doing, Shadow?
You noob.
Climbing up on the desk. Get down. The music's from Epidemic Sound, and when I downloaded the songs that are in the background of the stream right now, they were all just numbered. They were called like Happy Folk Guitar 1 through like 18. At some point, the website got an update, and they gave the songs proper titles. But because I downloaded them long ago, they're still just named Happy Folk Guitar number 1, Happy Folk Guitar number 2 in my PC. So I don't even know what they're called, but they do have names. They're out there somewhere. Do you know if the public lands in eastern PA get hunted pretty hard in turkey season? Thinking about making a trip that way this year for a few days. I know very little about eastern PA. Shadow's like, here, ask me. I know all the information. Ask me, pick me. Yeah, I don't know much about eastern PA, but what I can tell you, as I've moved my waypoint by accident, is that generally public land everywhere in PA is hit pretty hard, so I wouldn't count on it being very empty. Hey, thanks, AAK. Honestly, that was entirely Scarecrow's idea. I had a different plan, which I won't reveal because I'll do it in the future, hopefully. But he messaged me with that idea, and I was like, "Oh, that's great! Like we get confused all the time. Let's do it." I had a heck of a time trying to do an impression of him. Between Shadow wanting to be awake and barking and being nuts, and not being able to sound like Scarecrow, like the fact that I even got a 4-minute video is amazing. But Yeah, I wanted it to be a bit more lengthy. Have you tried to use Shazam to find the songs? Goodness gracious. Where'd you put her?
Look out.
Oh, okay.
Where she wants.
Would Shazam work? It probably would. Western PA. I'm from Eastern Ohio. That got mixed up. I do it all the time. No worries, dude. Western PA's hit pretty hard. How far west? If you're out, like, somewhere, not obviously in Pittsburgh, but out towards Pittsburgh and the areas around there, what I do know is there are a ton of tags for, like, deer and such. And I think the reason that's important is that's probably due to, like, a really high density of wildlife. Like, I'd imagine there's probably a bunch of turkeys out there if there's a bunch of deer. But I don't know hunter numbers. Same, CK. Honestly, Hatch, I spent 5 times as long making that stupid intro as I did anything else. So I thought there were going to be Kudu here. This is awkward. Am I here too early? I did delete the zone last time by accident, so they might just be elsewhere? Well then. Love the streamings, but I miss a lot because of school. That's the unfortunate thing about streaming this time of day. It's a tough balance because, you know, if I go much later, now I'm streaming like into people's dinner times and stuff. Earlier, more and more people are at school or work. It's the best balance I could kind of come up with. Wait, what, Hatch? I don't understand. Keep up the good work. I will definitely do my best. Thank you, man. First time I caught you live. G'day from Australia. With great thanks to your videos, I got a diamond blacktail at level 5 on late. Nice, dude. What time is it for you? 7:30? 8:30 in the morning? I guess maybe it's not too early. It's on my lunchtime? Well, good. Just got out of school. Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for originally with the 3 p.m. idea. I think it was a combination of that, and back when I used to stream with JaxyBeard, or more accurately, he streamed for me, it was noon his time, and I don't know if he still does it. I don't think he does because he works with EW now, but you know, we used to stay up till, God knows, 6, 7 a.m. playing Call of the Wild or some other random video game, Eco, for those of you guys that remember that. And yeah, about noon is when we'd be waking up, so that was just sort of when we started the streams because of that as well. I can't believe people actually get you and Crow mixed up. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't understand what actually, like, why that happens. It might just be a Call of the Wild, you know, content creator thing, because I've been called Fooster quite a bit, and you can't confuse us in terms of our voices because we have entirely different accents. I think he's UK or somewhere. I guess our names are similar enough. Who knows what it is? You probably got bucks somewhere, Dan. I would start checking other lakes and seeing if you got stuff moved around. When I got my great one, Whitetail, I did seem to notice things had moved around all of a sudden, so maybe he's there. Maybe he's waiting on you somewhere. It got you, Bryson? I need to listen to it without headphones on. Like, I wonder if it sounds closer without the headphones. I think we could have... What's that? No, it still sounds bad? I was thinking about adding an extra layer to it, but Scarecrow had already recorded his, so I didn't want to change it, but like, I thought we should have been like, yeah, feeling a little sick today, but you know, we're out here chasing big male, whatever. I think that could have added to the sounding a little bit off, like, oh, he's just sick, alright. Single player. Holy, holy, holy. When's your deer hunt gonna come out? So, I was thinking about that earlier today. The episodes are going to start airing on Wild TV in June. Because my buck is towards the end of the season, it's still going to be later, but I guess if there's a positive to that, is that you can follow along week to week in the journey. It's going to be a mix of TK and I's stuff. So I think it starts with the TK hunt as the first episode, then it's the archery opener, then back to TK, I think, and then my West Virginia hunt, and then we've got 3 combined. He hunted Finland, and then it's kind of like the rut and stuff from archery season. Then I'm starting to lose track of the order. He has a Scotland hunt, and then rifle season, and then I think a Spain hunt, and then more rifle season, and then New Zealand, I think, and then my buck. I'm pretty sure that's the order. Something like that. Well, that is unfortunate that all these males are chilling right here. Get away from me. I'm just trying to shoot big males. I'm just a boy. Ah! That'll work. We need to travel more? I enjoyed it last time. I was a little bit of bad luck away from coming away with throwing a tag on that hunt too. All the travel. Where around in West Virginia were you hunting at? Bottom Boy has the answer to that. I never, especially because it was like, his spot, I don't like to answer it at all because he can be as specific or non-specific as he wishes to be. I don't know how much he wants to give away. Forgot to yell, it's coming straight for us. Oh, my bad. Do you bow hunt? In real life, yes. Oh, I should answer that as well, RPG. Will that be on TV or YouTube? So it's going to air on TV first. Wild TV is the name of the network. They've got a streaming service. I think that should be accessible in the States. I know Wild TV is like a Canadian, it's almost like the Canadian Outdoor Channel. Maybe someone in Canada can speak to that. It's also in Europe, some countries. I don't think they air in the US, but like I said, I'm pretty sure their streaming app is available there. I don't know what kind of cost or whatever's involved in that. But it is going to air on YouTube as well after Wild TV. So if you can't watch it on Wild TV, or if you don't want to pay for it, which absolutely, if you can't afford it, don't want to pay for it, please don't. They will air on YouTube as well. I need to check out that app, Dustin, because I don't know how expensive or inexpensive it is to watch stuff. It might be a free trial, but it's probably not long. I guess you'd have to time it right. Mothman. Wasn't he one of the Mothman and Barnacle Boy from SpongeBob? Oh god, FPS King, I'm not the guy to ask for tips for hunting gobblers. I don't know if you saw my turkey season last year, but good god, I don't know if anything else could have gone wrong. I don't think I went a single week without seeing turkeys, and I never even took a shot. Best I can tell you is just spend a bunch of time out. One thing that I really like to do is go out the evening before and try to locate where they're roosting at, and then if I can get within 100 yards of that, 150 yards of that without spooking them, I'm already set up pretty good for success. I just need to call them 100 yards or so. So that would be maybe my one tip that I can give you, but it depends on the location you're at. Do you have a favorite YouTuber? I don't watch a whole lot of YouTube content that's like an individual. Like normally, if I'm watching any kind of content, it's probably like pro football talk, so like Mike Florio, Chris Sims. God, do I watch anybody these days? Whitetail Habitat Solutions. What's that guy's name? Jeff Sturgis, I think. He's pretty cool. How long did it take you till you shot your first diamond? It took me about 100 hours over the course of like 8 months. I really wasn't playing the game much at that time. Turkeys do have incredible eyesight. Yeah, being still is a must. It's like anything else in hunting, really. Just get out and do it. Things are going to go wrong. You're going to have bad experiences. I've had very few good experiences hunting turkeys. When I say good experiences, I mean, where everything worked out and I actually got a shot. But there's nothing like it. You hear that, a turkey gobble in the morning, the hair stands up on the back of your neck. I guess elk hunting might be like it a little bit, but a different deal with, you know, hunting them as they're getting ready to fly down from the roost and such. Demolition Ranch? Yeah, I actually don't watch much of his stuff. I used to. I don't know why I stopped. Did I miss anything? Nothing too special yet. My first turkey hunt in real life, I sat in a blind. One literally was walking along my blind and then shot it within 15 yards. That's how my sister's first turkey. My brother and I has my brother shot a turkey? Yeah. Like a Jake or, you know, 2-year-old Jake, something like that. That's what both of mine have been. Both of us have killed a couple of turkeys. My sister's killed a way bigger gobbler than both of us. Dad took her out on the opening day of the youth season. If I recall correctly, he didn't even call. They just walked right by at 15 yards, about like that, in their blind on a field edge, and she smoked it. Why do you look away when confirming animals? It basically comes down to taking a screenshot. You know, instead of having maybe like the animal's leg and like some grass and rocks and stuff in the background, if you look straight up, because of that like black background you get already in the harvest screen, then put the blue behind it. It's a nice, nicer background. Jeremy, thanks for becoming a channel member, by the way. I certainly appreciate that. Welcome, man. Good to have you. If you're not in the Discord already, be sure to join that. Link up YouTube, get the member role, get all that good stuff that comes along with that. I don't remember that, Danny. Wait, come back. I could write a book on my bad hunting experiences thus far. Dodgy people, dodgy guns. Yeah, that's not good. Dodgy people is definitely not good. It's, you know, it's unfortunate that, I don't know what specific thing you refer to when it comes to dodgy people, but it is unfortunate that sometimes the aspect of hunting is dealing with guys doing stuff they're not supposed to do. This is not a level 1, holy, hold on. I haven't seen one of these yet. Not with True Rex. Anyway, this is not something that'll make it into the WoW TV stuff, so I can tell you guys this. I think I told it already, too. The second day of rifle season, Kyla and I hunted here in the afternoon. And we're sitting there, and Kyla goes like, I see people. And I was like, what are you talking about? Look up, and there's 2 guys in orange walking our way. So I stood up like, hey, you know, don't shoot us or don't walk over here. For one, like, you're not allowed to be here. But, they walked down roughly where my buck ended up coming out a week and a half later or whatever. I honestly think they saw it from the road and were gonna walk in there and try to shoot it near houses and stuff, like, without any regard for any of that. Jeremy, thank you so much for the super chat as well. Love your videos, and I've seen them a few times. Well, thank you, dude. Was that you as well that said you bought merch? I think it was. I was in the middle of a sentence there. That was TTR, actually. Similar looking profile pictures. Well, thank you as well, TTR. Quite a big scope for an AR. Yeah. I likes me some zoom. Kyla is contentless on her channel. Alright, somewhere down in here was that max weight boyo, so let's take it slow this time. How do you make a screenshot? On PC, it's F12, at least if you're on Steam. On console, there's like a little series of things you have to do. I think on Xbox, you hit the home button and then Y. I don't know how to do it on PS4. One guy almost killed 2 people who were sleeping in the woods in hammocks. One legit, I believe. One of them kidnapped me. Another was that weirdo fiddle with gun. Oh, I remember you saying about that. Yeah, I don't know. Some people are crazy. Zoom? Okay, I don't understand where the heck he's hiding. I could have had the waypoint off. I swear, if I get another track of his, and I've spooked him once again. Pig. Maybe it's further down? Oh yeah, print screen as well on, if you're in full screen mode for Call of the Wild, sometimes you get a black screen if you do a print screen. Have you ever fired an AR? I think I fired an AR style 22 like 15 years ago. Kyla doing the 1K with no vids challenge. She'll get there if she keeps on going too. Favorite animal to hunt on Vurhonga? I quite enjoyed the lions. I think they look cool. Probably them. I've got 2 different max weight warthog tracks. I guess I'm gonna have to hunt them on this coast one of these days. Do you play any sports other than hunting and fishing? I'm too old for that. Outside of trying to be a professional, I guess. The only thing I could do would be like a pickup league or something. But no, I played baseball in high school. That was the last like organized sport that I played. Cause something came up like I could have spotted a thing. And now I see nothing. How old am I? 24. I'm starting to regret not chasing that max weight one when I had the track. I just thought we'd come back here and see it. We all smoked him. Wait, what?
Just someone coming back into the chat with like 4 alts.
Oh dear. Oh, there was a Kudu in here. Not a big one, but a Kudu. That'll teach him, scare him off. I don't think 24 is too old. I mean, outside of like playing professionally or whatever, there's not a whole lot of options for playing a sport. Well, don't know where the heck our Kudu is. That kind of sucks, but what do you do? We only got 15 minutes. I'm gonna go back and shoot some lions then. I want to get to this lake and see what's there. I shot a couple there the other day, so it kind of respawns we might get. Ooh, I bet intentional. I thought of something funnier than 24. Let me hear it. 25. 12 plus 12. 12 times 2. Double 12. My first great one, whitetail, was at 1,468 kills. That's not too bad. I'd say a little below average. Let's get our time reset here. We'll just go straight to 1,300. We only need a little bit of time. 24 in dog years. Yes. Alright, we got like a kilometer to run, but there's not really... What the heck? I broke the game. How'd I do this? There we go. Anyway, there's not really a better option for approaching this lake other than there, and then that doesn't give you a view. You gotta kind of come from the mountains. There's my PC ramping up. Must be getting toasty in here. Do you watch GD33? I don't watch much Call of the Wild content at all. That's not to say that I don't enjoy like the other creators' content. I just normally, you know, it's my job, so if I'm watching something on YouTube, it's probably not Call of the Wild or The Hunter in general. How many red deer did you kill to get the great one? 5,600 and something. I don't know the exact number. Generally speaking, I was I would like round in different ways. So like, let's say I shot 52 red deer on a well, yeah, in a day. I would just add 50 to my total. Like, I never got super specific because it would round in both directions. Next day, maybe I shot 68. I'll throw 70 on there. I'm sure it evens out. Yeah, mostly football-related content. Free agent acquisitions, all the stuff going on this time of year, and the draft's not long from now. Absolutely, Billy, as you know. The only thing about like those channels, Finn, is like they always have 12-year-long intros I don't feel like watching. Would you play Hunting Unlimited? That might be a good Throwback Thursday game. We'll see. At some point, I'm probably going to bring back the Throwback series. What map did you grind on for the Red Deer Quattro Calinas? How'd you keep track of the Red Deer kills? Just counted. Like I said, I would just kind of keep track, whether it was through like the codex and seeing how many harvests I've gotten, or writing them down, keeping track of how many bullets I shot, stuff like that. Any good trophies today? Nothing really to speak of. Happy birthday, Tyler. Hope you're having a good one. Nice, Billy. I said this in the Discord somewhere before realizing that they were, I was going to say darn near unkillable. They're killable in Classic. They just take quite some time. In my opinion, adding Rexes to Classic is probably the best hope Primal has of being revived. Like, if enough people enjoyed that and started hounding EW, maybe they'd drop another one. Do you still play Primal? I haven't touched it since last June, so almost a year ago. Nah, that can't be right. Could it be? Kyla just played it the other day on my PC, so I can't even look and see when I had last played. No worries, Blake. Which do you prefer, Classic or Call of the Wild? It almost depends on the day you ask me. You know, Call of the Wild's my main game in terms of content and stuff, but that is for a number of reasons, not the least of which being, you know, console players can't play Classic, so a lot of them don't really care to see it, and, you know, I understand that, so I'm trying to, you know, make content that the people want to see in some ways, but I enjoy Classic, I really do. It's a fun game to, you know, if I'm editing, I can sit in the tree stand on my other monitor and shoot some stuff in Classic, or whatever it might be. Is a Diamond Max Weight turkey rare? I'd say a Diamond Max Weight anything is fairly rare. Pretty much just football, Bert. I mean, like a little bit like hockey and baseball. Like I'd root for the local teams, so like in some sense, I guess I'm a Pirate and Penguin fan. But I mean, I haven't watched a game from either team in probably 5 years. Not really, Luke. There's something I've always enjoyed, like from the time that I was real little. Everything from Big Game Hunter to like Deer Hunter 3 and 4, Deer Hunter 2005, if you remember that game's kind of iconic. The Dangerous Hunt series, just every hunting game I could ever get my hands on. So when I got to play the Hunter Classic and eventually Call of the Wild, something so replayable because of the variety and the open world, yeah, I just kind of don't really get bored. Now, I may get bored of certain things. I wouldn't say I was bored of the Red Deer grind, but I was tired of it, if that makes sense. Like, I just wanted it to be done so we can move on to other things. And I know a lot of people were tired of seeing it, frankly. But in that sense, you know, I wasn't bored. I didn't stop doing it. I ramped up my efforts. I started hunting red deer more so I could get the kills required and get one to show up, and it finally did. But yet, if I do find myself, like, maybe not feeling a certain map or a certain hunt, I just switch it up. Switch up my weapons, switch up the map, just do something different. Who is roaring down here and where? It must be like down in this corner. Only thing I can imagine. There was also a level 1 female lion somewhere. Don't know where that is either. I have Deer Hunter 2004. I don't even know if I'm familiar with that. Is that like... Wait, maybe I am. Is that the predecessor to Deer Hunter 2005, like the one that everybody knows? I almost feel like I played that at one point, but I might just be remembering playing a demo of Deer Hunter 2005, because that was something my brother and I did a lot. Well, hope for the best on that one. Didn't really work out. Sometimes I get those brain shots, not today. Cabela's Big Game Hunter for the win. Lots of cool games back then. You know, the only thing about really all the Big Game Hunter games is they were very much story driven. There wasn't really any open world aspect. It was, you know, checkpoint by checkpoint by checkpoint, scripted attacks, all that. Cool story they would paint. You know, they'd paint you a picture of the story that was happening through the hunt, but not really a proper hunting game, if that makes sense. You were just taking on the role of somebody put into a hunt that was scripted to happen the way that it happens. I think he yelled more than twice. I could hear you. I was downstairs. Buffering. Oh yeah, we sure are. Good God. Hold on. Don't die now, stream. There's only a couple minutes left. You can do it. Oh, the bit right here might get a little blurrier, but at least better than buffering. Internet, why? It's really only been those minute there or whatever, but apparently somehow that's like 5% of the frames throughout this stream that we've dropped now. Awkward. Ugly mail. Wait, there were 2 max weight ones? What? Where was this guy at? Oh, hello. 2 max weight 7s. Gross. No, your stream died? Yeah, the internet's just been acting up today. Don't know why. Couldn't tell you. What gun am I using? The 300 Canning Magnum from the Yukon Valley DLC. I don't think he much appreciated that shot to his hind end. Arcade version of the hunting experience. This is more realistic? Yeah, exactly. Eastway. Yep, that's our address, alright. What was the highest trophy turkey you've got? I shot a max score Rio Grande on Rancho one day in multiplayer. It actually flew in front of me and then got stuck and wouldn't fly away. So I was like, well, this is lame. I don't even think I ever put it in the video. I don't know that I mounted it. Pelvic Destroyer? That was my nickname in high school. Kyla's giving me a look. I can see it.
Why was that your name in high school?
Huh?
So why was that your name in high school?
I guess you're gonna have to ask around. I didn't have a nickname in high school. Nobody knew who I was.
You're a small male in high school.
Yeah, it's 2 foot tall. It's... You guys get this rat out of here. Hey, I'm not a rat. I'm a boy. You could feel the stare. Me too. I didn't even look over at her. I could see she was staring at me. Oh dear. Situations I get myself into. Favorite animal to hunt? When gray wolves are working, I really like hunting them. I just enjoy, like, if 10 or so, you know, go aggressive, like trying to fend them off, especially with different weapons, it can be quite fun. We're not gonna find this lie. What? You're right, Billy. No pelvis was spared. Rat boy, new mascot. If you can draw it. Listen to music while you hunt? I usually listen to like music or YouTube or something. 1 loin. Perfect, that's all we need. Something to wrap up with. Kyla, upload when you pass me? What are you passing me on? Subs? Probably by next week they'll already hear one. They gotta add Nerf guns to Call of the Wild. That's what I'm gonna start shooting all the rabbits with. I'm sure a lot of you guys had it. We had like a, I guess it would be a Nerf rocket launcher, if that makes sense. It had like a pump on it. You could pump it up like pretty high pressure. Like if you shot one of your fellow friends with this, it hurt a good bit. So my brother and I decided we were gonna go hunting with it. We were too young to hunt. I think we were still probably like 8, 9 years old. So we were sitting over my mom's hummingbird feeder trying to smoke a hummingbird with this rocket launcher. Never did get one, thank goodness, but yeah, that was our attempt at hunting. Blasted Poor defenseless hummingbird. That's this lion. Teasing me for not getting any rares. Why am I getting a... I guess that's probably a reminder for tomorrow's accounting appointment. Nice, Danny. How many great ones have I shot? Just the 2. Hit a rabbit with a Nerf gun in the suburbs? Nice. Hummingbird headshot by Nerf rocket launcher. If it was an insta-kill, that'd be good anyway, which it probably would have been, considering the diameter of the thing is bigger than the entire hummingbird. Anyway, unfortunately, no such luck with Diamond Kudu, Rare Kudu, or Rare Lions today, but lots of respawns. We might come here, maybe this weekend for a little video. Go out, see what kind of respawns we got. I'd like to think at some point here we'll get a good respawn from one of the 2 species, if not both, so maybe that'll be the plan for this weekend. But anyway, that is going to do it for the stream. So as always, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for all the support, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.